Hey guys, it's me, Lhey, and welcome back to my channel. I am back with yet again another new format, different video for all of you. I know I don't usually do vlogs here on my channel, and also I don't. Lately, you've seen some changes where I've actually been uploading a lot of my cover songs, and so that's one of those topics that I really want to talk to you guys about. What are the changes that are going on? I wanted to give you guys some updates. So yeah, let's talk about the changes. Business side. First of all, we stopped our monthly little bits, right? And so we're not doing the subscription boxes anymore. I have never really talked about this. Online or on a video. I believe that I did send a newsletter to all our customers and also posted something on my social media accounts, but never really kind of talked to you about it, why and what made me, decide to stop the monthly boxes. First of all, if you've been a longtime subscriber of our Little Bits box, I just want to say thank you so much, for your support throughout the years. I couldn't have made it that far without you. Trust me on that one. Also, if you are someone that, one of those customers that's been asking me, through email, sending me messages if I'm still going to be doing it in the future, I guess my answer to that is I can never really say never. That's always how I would like to think of life, is that never say never. So I can never say, no, you know what, I'm done with that. I can never say that because, to be honest with you, I've said many things that I've didn't regret it, but it felt like I was lying at that time when I said it, because, I turn around and years go by and then I do the same thing that I said I wouldn't do. So I've learned now that I'm getting older and I'm hopefully getting much wiser. I feel like all I have to answer now is never say never. So I guess we'll never know. But again, so that's one of those changes. We stopped the monthly little bits. The reason to that is because it was getting to a point where it was truly becoming very overwhelming for me, because I am someone that likes being hands-on with everything. And I really want to be the one that's doing the things and making sure that everything's packed in the right way. And so I was doing all the designing part and everything in the little bits, So I was constantly kind of like 2 months ahead every single time, because our manufacturer is from abroad. It's from China. So what happens is that you have to do the design like 2 months ahead, because the production time takes a long time, and then you have the shipping time as well. So it's been like trying to be caught up every single time. You know what I mean? You're like, okay, I have to design for this month, and then hold on, wait a second. Things are happening now, but I'm always kind of like forward. So I was never in one place at one time, or I guess my mind was never in one place at one time, and also that's just the business side of it, and then I have to be the creative side of it as well. So, and also then I have to think about the marketing strategy for the business. You're constantly online trying to market the products, trying to market the kits. And it just became too overwhelming, to a point where it wasn't giving me joy anymore. It was becoming a vacuum where it was sucking all the life in me. I was turning into somebody that I wasn't happy with. If I wouldn't be, if I wouldn't want to be around me when I'm going through a very stressful moment, and that's not me. I'm usually the very happy-go-lucky. I'm just, oh, you know what, just don't worry about it, we'll take care of that, it'll work itself out. So I'm usually that person, but the last couple of months um I was not that person anymore. I was just always so cranky, and I was really getting to a point where I'm just always constantly stressed, no sleep, maybe sleeping, but my brain was constantly just thinking about things. And then add to that is the guilt of, oh my gosh, am I still fulfilling my role as a wife or as a mother to my children? So you're constantly battling that mom guilt and the wife guilt, because you want to provide for them, at the same time you want to be there, because that was our main goal, was to be at home, be present. That's why we always say, oh, that's why we want to work from home, is because I want to be there for my kids. But was I really there? Again, I was never in one place at one time. So, those are the constant battles in my head. And aside from the physical changes that I was seeing in my body, because I was always stressed. I was stress eating, and it was just, I was unhealthy. I was so out of shape, not just weight wise, but mental health, physical health. There was just so much spiritual, because I'm very spiritual. And when I say that, I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking more of my spirit, because like what I said, the monthly kits were, it was a vacuum that was sucking the light out of me, the life out of me, the joy out of me. And so it wasn't serving its purpose anymore. I am someone that doesn't like to bounce back ideas back and forth. My husband is that person. He loves to kind of, let's bounce back ideas. Have you thought about this? Or have you thought about that? He likes to do that. With me, I like to do that, but with myself inside my head. So that's how I process things. I'm someone that bounces. That's why I'm constantly thinking. I'm such a thinker, because I am just constantly have issues in my head that I'm battling with, or I'm processing, that I don't necessarily want to process with somebody else. I know people say that it's healthy, that's how you should do it, but I truly believe that everyone is different. What works for you may not work for me. And it took a while for before my husband and I finally agreed to, you know what, that one does not work for you, so you do you. Okay, so, all right. So when I came up with that idea, I just kind of shared with him when I was close to announcing it. I said, well, I think this is going to be our last box. And he, he was hearing me complain, I suppose. I mean, I don't like the word, but that, what it was is that, I was just constantly just kind of whining and complaining and just being such, playing that victim card. And it was just terrible. It was just terrible. So when I came up with the decision, and I said, I think that's it. I think I've made up my mind. I think we're going to stop the monthly little bits. And, he was like, well, I guess he had seen it coming. And so was I sad about it? I was a little, but I did it. I did it. To me, it was not worth it. It was not worth the change that I was going through. I was not happy with the person I was becoming. And that's not okay. I I wasn't happy anymore. And that's definitely not okay, And so when I made those changes, I said, all right, you know what? I got to do what I got to do. And so I did that. No more monthly Little Bits boxes. But again, if you've been a longtime subscriber, thank you so much for your support throughout the years. I am grateful. All right, so another change that we're going through is that I am actually planning on getting rid of all our inventory here in our home, the garage, home office, headquarters, whatever you want to call it, whatever the term you want to use. Is Mommy Lhey done? That's a good question. But am I done? I don't think that I am done being creative. So the Mommy Lhey is really not just the business side of it. Mommy Lhey is me. I am the creative behind that name. Well, duh, I am the mom and I'm Lhey. So that's me. But I've been thinking about of selling the business. I've had different, people asking if I want to do that. Also, maybe merge with another company. So those are floating on the side. But right now, my focus is to really give away. Through the grab boxes, I was giving away a whole lot of things. Yes, of course, it wasn't free, but to be honest with you, the amount of items that we put in these boxes are almost like giving them away. Like what I said in my post is that you're helping us to really get rid of our inventory, and then at the same time, you're making me give back, with to the community. And so, and again, those are the ones that matters to me. That's just so important to me, is that the constant, the good energy, the good circle. And that's what I lost. And that's what I want to bring back, is that to share something creative online, not just to market something that I'm trying to sell. I am just being raw with you. I'm just opening up my heart with you. If you are a hustler, if you are a business owner that's just no, go, get that goal, crush that goal, girl. I mean, I'm all over that. I mean, you need to set your goals. You do what you got to do. But we remember that we all have different goals. That was my goal at one point, was to, hey, conquer the whole world. Until I realized that I am tired and my whole world is here at home. Okay. So, that's that. I just want to be me again. I just want to share with you if I am lettering, if I am doodling, if I am just drawing and just sharing. Hey, just do that. That's all I wanted, and that is my main focus at the moment, is to just concentrate on that again, on my creativity and finding that spark again. And so far, so good. I've been really doing well on that side of, things. So, trying to be creative again. I'm slowly building my home studio, so that I can do more cover tunes and start working on my songwriting. And then also set up the office where I could do more videos. I've been wanting to do online classes because I've been asked many times, and I've said to many people many times that, yes, I'm working on that. But I haven't done it yet. So, but that is one of those are the plans in the future, is to, keep working on online classes so that I can keep sharing, I can keep teaching, because that's one of the goals, is to kind of have that authenticity again with my audience, and not just customers. I just like I love the interaction with all of you. I love the relationship that we've built, the community. So that's my goal, and that's what I want to concentrate on, is to just, hey, let's learn, let's stay creative and happy together. All right. Okay. And then lastly, this change that just happened today. I am so compelled to do this video because of this situation that we have at the moment right in front of us. I know that this day would come, but I suppose no one could have really prepared me for it. No one could, if you're a parent, no one could really prepare you for, this moment. My oldest daughter just packed and moved all her belongings. She's going to stay with her best friend. So her best friend and her got their own apartment. And so they're going to stay together, live together, and be adults, young adults, I suppose. She's 18 years old. I knew that this was coming because she's been asking me, of course, if you're a mom of a teenager, I'm sure that you've heard the words, "I cannot wait to get out of this house," So I've heard that many, many times. If you are a parent of a teenager, if you're going through this at the moment, enjoy it, I suppose. I wish that there was a manual for parenting. Why is there a manual for everything else? For gadgets, there's recipes for you to make a good dinner. Why isn't there a manual? I'm becoming a good parent, or how to become a good parent. I've had my share of causing headaches to my parents. I always tell my husband that I would not want to be my child. I could have. I don't know how my parents did it, but they did. I was not the easiest kid growing up. Oh my gosh. So I've had my share of that. I've had my daughter when I was 18 years old. So I got pregnant when I was 17. I was very difficult. I was so stubborn, very hard-headed. I was set into my own ways. I knew what I wanted, or I thought I knew what I wanted. I should have had that. At that moment, I knew what I wanted. And so when I gave birth to her, I was 18, and I actually shared this with her, that 2 kids, 2 babies actually left that hospital, not because she had a twin, but because it was her and I. I was a child. Oh my God, come to think of it now that I have her and she's 18, and thank goodness that, she didn't have the same path that I traveled on. But anyway, so today she moved out, and when she asked me first time after she graduated, she actually asked me because she wanted to move in with another friend. I knew she was ready, but I knew she wasn't. She thought she's ready, but I knew she wasn't ready. So I spoke to her, and I sat her down and told her, I said, "Sweetheart, I know that you are ready. You're ready to go out in there and spread your wings and, really conquer the world and have your freedom without someone asking you, what time are you coming home, or why are you late and you're not home yet?" And so I sat her down and said, "Sweetheart, I don't think it's the right time. I know that you think you're ready, but please let me hold your hands a little bit longer." So we don't ask anything from you. I just want you to be respectful. Give us the same respect that we give you. You know, I am the bad cop here at home. I am going to be honest with that. But when remember, I'm a Filipino mom. That's going to be another topic. How to be a what is the difference from a Filipino mom raising children here in America? We're going to talk about that. But I am the bad cop here at home. You know, I'm the one that says no. I'm the constant oh that they hear constantly no, or you know, I am that mom. But I respect them. I know when they're going through things, and I've learned from what I didn't wanted when I was a kid, or what I was looking for, or what I was hoping for when I was a kid from my parents. But I do understand the new, you know, different generation and things like that. So my parents love me, you know, but it wasn't the same as how we are raising our children now. Again, different generations. But I believe in patterns. It's a pattern. It's a cycle, you know, and it's hard to get out of that cycle. It's hard to break out of that cycle and say, you know what, I'm going to do different, you know. But that's what I did. You know, I wasn't perfect. I am not perfect. I will never be perfect. You know, that manual, I ask for that, but then really, every child is different because we are all unique. So if I am a mom and I would tell you, you know, do this to your kids because this is what works. Nothing really. It's not, maybe it will, you know, but your child is different from mine. But the only thing that I can share with you is that I guess the reason why I was compelled to make this video is because I think there are many moments where, man, I've cried tears. I felt like I was torn into pieces, you know, and us women, we think heartache or heartbreak is, especially when we were younger, it was about boys, you know, even growing up, you know, you watch cartoons and it was all about the Prince Charming. And so heartbreak was about boys. So if you're a young kid, you don't have a child yet, listen to this, because a true heartache, you wouldn't understand until you become a mother. And your child disrespects you and talks back at you. And basically, they just think that you are a moron, that you don't know anything, you know? So, but that's what true heartache is. That really is. I've been through hell and back, but to me, that's what a true heartache is. And yes, my mother said that she's getting her payback. So yeah, if you're watching, Mom, there you go. That's her payback. But I guess the real reason why I wanted to share this experience with you, with my daughter, is that, my God, it's going to be different, you know? Just love them. No matter how hard, no matter how difficult it is, love them because it goes so fast. It goes really, really fast. All the sleepless nights of worrying, you know, them using your clothes, probably your makeup, your everything, your shoes, without your permission, them sneaking out at night, then going past their curfew, all of that. All of those are part of the journey. So enjoy it. Really. And just love them. Love your kids, no matter how difficult. It's very important because, like what I told Jason the other day, we're actually creating our future. You know, if you're a parent, you're creating our future. These are our future, you know. These kids are going to be the next president, senator, criminal, however you're racing them. But anyways, I guess I just wanted to do this video because I wanted to share it with all of you. What are the changes? What's going on, and what to expect? I guess you're going to expect a whole lot of this vlog thing where I'm just going to sit down and talk your ears out. But again, I am grateful. I'm grateful for you for being here and being part of my community and being a friend, being a constant friend. I know that they say, oh, these are just people online, but you guys mean a lot to me. Your presence, your interaction, your comments, and all of that. I mean, your presence in my life, it means a lot to me. Whether it is just through a screen, I know that you are there cheering me on, and please know that I am doing the same. I'm sending you guys so much love and prayers and positive energy, and until next video, have a good day, night, afternoon, whichever part of your world you're at, and whatever time you're watching this. I am sending you love, and until next one.